Shall we get ready for our first guest?
I'm excited.
All right. Our first guest is an Emmy-winning actor, director, producer, and New York Times best-selling author who is best known for her role as Laura Ingalls, a.k.a. Half Pint on Little House on the Prairie.
Hey, from one half pint to another. It's Marisol's nickname, too. These days, the former SAG president is keeping herself busy with her Hallmark series, her women's lifestyle platform, Modern Prairie, and starring in the off-Broadway show, Pen Pals. Yeah, just a little thing booked and busy, right? From December 23rd through January 4th at the DR2 Theater.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Please welcome the wonderful and wonderfully talented Melissa Gilbert. Woo!
Hi
So
there.
wonderful to see you.
It's nice to see you. Happy holidays.
Your hair is beautiful.
Oh, thank
The whole
you
thing.
so much. Thank you
The
so
whole
much.
thing. First and foremost, as card-carrying members of SAG-AFTRA, thank you for your service.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Unbelievable. It's the holidays. So much to discuss with you. First off, Little House on the Prairie, 50 years?
51 now.
51!
Yeah, it just keeps going on.
It lives on in perpetuity.
The gift that keeps on giving. I'm so lucky to have been a part of something that is so beloved. It was a wonderful, magical show and a wonderful, magical experience being on the show as a kid. And now as an adult, seeing how it's grown and seeing all these new generations of people who are watching it is really, it's really moving. And I feel very blessed.
51 years is incredible. And on the show, you have the nickname, or it's become your nickname, Half Pint,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because of the show.
Yes.
Not originally going to be your nickname, though. Tell us the story.
You guys did your research, didn't you? Yes, actually, on the first
Look at
day
that
of the
face.
pilot on the set, Michael Landon pulled Melissa Sue Anderson, at the time, now she's Melissa Sloan, and I aside and said, so you're both Melissas, what's your nickname? And she said, Missy, and he said, do you have a nickname? And I said, well, no, but you could call me Moisha.
I like that.
Yeah, and he looked at me and went, I'm sorry, what? And I said, Moisha, and he said, is that your nickname? I said, no, it's just, it's a really cool name, I really like it. He said, I'm not calling you an old Jewish man's name. We're gonna call you Half Pint. And I've been Half Pint ever since.
Well, I have to say, I have also been Half Pint since my junior year in high school because I played volleyball. I was the only Marisol. Shocking, I know. But saying Marisol, too many syllables when you're playing volleyball, so they called me Half Pint.
Oh, that's so funny.
And
I
now
love that.
And if you email me, it's halfpint
Castro.
at Gmail. And so for the first 10 years of having that, I thought of you almost every day.
Oh, well, thanks.
See?
That's a good thing,
And
I
now we're
guess.
sharing space, so I manifested
And here
it.
it is. Well, you've got a whole pint.
That's right.
Here.
A whole
the two of
gallon.
you
Yeah, that's
together.
right. Yeah, exactly.
Right, exactly. My gosh. So many people made cameos, part of the series Pen Pal. Johnny Cash, Sean Penn, Todd Bridges.
Oh, you
Susan.
mean on Little House?
I'm
Yes.
sorry, on Little House.
That's okay.
Yeah. And Kyle Richardson?
Kyle Richards.
Kyle Richards of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yes. She was more than a cameo. She was a semi-regular performer.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we've known each other since we were tiny little people.
Are you a fan of the
Oh,
show now?
obsessed.
Is this like a guilty pleasure, Real Housewives?
Yeah, well,
Or just
so
a
many
full
of them.
pleasure?
It's not even guilty anymore. It's just fun. And there's a picture of the gorgeous Kyle. Yeah, I love her so much. She's great. We're still in communication after all these years. Her sister Kim was on Little House on the Prairie. Her sister Kathy Hilton was their set guardian. Actually, my mom and I were two of the first people on the planet to find out that Kathy was pregnant with Paris Hilton.
No way.
Yeah.
Holy,
Little known
that's a
fact.
star-studded.
Just tiny little, well, you grow up
iconic.
in Hollywood and you cross paths, so.
Yeah, small business.
It's
right?
a tiny business. I know, it's just backstage having a conversation about how tiny the theater business is here, too.
And this is going to be something in
Teeny
your
tiny.
future, right? Pen Pals?
Today.
Okay, the future
today, I start rehearsal. Tomorrow I rehearse, and tomorrow night's my first performance.
That's exciting.
I'm stepping into the cast of Pen Pals, and it's at the DR2 Darryl Roth Theater in Chelsea. And I'm really excited to do this. It's a new experience for me going into something this fast. I have a wonderful co-star, Vianne Cox. And if you don't know Pen Pals, it's basically like it's a red play, but it's about two women who've been pen pals for 40 years but have never met face to face. And you basically hear them read letters back and forth mapping out their entire relationship. And it's really beautifully written. It's a stunningly beautiful piece. It really spoke to me. And one of the great things about it is 5% of the profits go to the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation for research and, you know, all of that. And it's I think that just adds to it. Tiny little theater. I open tomorrow night and I'm there till January 4th.
Can we go back to the rehearsal of it all? Do you prefer
What rehearsal?
Right, exactly. Do you prefer going into something that quickly, or
I don't know.
This is the first time you're doing it this quickly.
This is pretty quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I did, you know, in the 80s, I did Love Letters, which is a similar play in Los Angeles. But I seem to remember having a little bit more rehearsal time. And I've done a number of shows here in the city with, you know, 6-8 weeks rehearsal going in and 2 weeks of previews and all of that off-Broadway. But this is a first. But because it's Red, I don't feel the stress. Ask me tomorrow.
Are you going to sleep tonight? That's the real question.
Gosh, I hope so. You know, when you get to be, you can do the math. I mean, Little House on the Prairie is 51, so that makes me 61. And sleep is like the most important thing in my life, aside from my husband.
I love that. I love it. I love it.
And your husband?
My husband.
He's kind of a big deal, too.
He's a bit of a big deal. Yeah, Timothy Busfield. He's only, you know, an Emmy Award-winning actor and a brilliant director.
Casual.
There you are.
Just, you know, there he is.
There
he is.
He is the best human on the planet. I every day I count my blessings that I met this extraordinarily supportive partner. I was just having we were having a conversation with friends at dinner the other night about how nice it is finally at this age for both of us to have a relationship that's easy. Having done complicated for so many years.
Yeah. Is he going to come watch the show? Stay with you?
Oh yeah, he comes a bunch. And we live here, so this is home for us. So he'll come tomorrow. My son, our youngest of the 7 communal children we have, will come also, and he'll come a few times. He's great, and I trust his advice implicitly. I love his eye. I have total faith. And in fact, as I was getting dressed today, because I'm wearing rehearsal clothes, and I was like, do I dress up? Do I dress down? And I gave him a choice of black shoes or these shoes, and he chose red.
Well done.
He
I
said
like
it's
it.
the holidays.
That's right.
Yes.
Right.
Do you have any holiday plans?
Zero. This is our first Christmas with no children in the house. Last year we were in Albuquerque. I think there were 15 of us.
Oh my goodness.
This year's just us and the dogs.
And that's it.
That's it. Just peaceful. I know there's snow coming. I'm so excited to be in the city.
Yes.
Because normally we're upstate.
Okay.
It's nice. Nice to be peaceful and quiet.
Yeah, I think
have
so. This will be
holiday
a first because then it's going to ramp up. This seems to be the year that everyone's going to either other parents or others, you know, their significant others, families.
So it'll just be.
So it's just us, which is amazing considering we have 7 kids and 10th grandchild is coming.
Oh,
Mazel,
congratulations.
Moisha. Thank you so much for joining us, Melissa.
Thank you.
This is a real treat for all of us. Melissa stars in Pen Pals from December 23rd to January 4th. For tickets and information, go to penpalsplay.com.